Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Some days I really don't like this tablet very much because it's too easy to accidentally bump the wrong button on the screen, which is what I did, so I was videotaping without videotaping. This is your windshield washer solvent, the access door to your engine on your generator, the radiator fill, and your breaker. The output breaker has to be on. The generator will run, but you'll get no power if that breaker is off or tripped. Start and stop. Start is also preheat. Stop is also prime. If I hold stop continuously, the light comes on, and now we are priming the generator, running the fuel pump. So if we run it out of fuel, this is how we prime it. When we start, it preheats. It will not crank. It will not crank until it's up to temperature. That means if it's cold out, you might have to hold the button longer before it will crank. Now we're going to go inside. You have a little drawer here. Pull it out. This switch right here, it says main power. It is your 12-volt battery disconnect. There is also a 12-volt switch. Does the same thing on the driver's console. I'll show you that later in the video. Step light and step power. Your step light turns on your LEDs and your Integra lights in the step well. Step power, if the switch is in one position, the step goes in and out every time you open and close the door. Cargo lock and unlock, that's your cargo doors. Light master on and off. If you turn the light master off, it turns off all your lights, and it saves what it was on. Turn it back on, it turns them back on the way they were. One thing that we have run into in the last year or two is the husband goes out the door and hits the light master off. The wife runs right in behind him, and she hits the light master off to make sure they're off. Now when they come back, they hit on. Guess what? They will not come on because it memorized all the lights off. So you hold the light switch on, and it overrides the save setting and turns all of the lights on. I'll get into more detail there. Day master is day shades. Night master is night shades. Passenger side security and driver side security, those are lights. They're like porch lights out on the outside. There is porch light. Entry ceiling. Now you'll notice the difference. Entry ceiling has up-down arrows. That's because it's dimmable. Cargo and slide out. Your cargo lights all turn on at once. And there's also LEDs under the slide out here in the front that illuminate. And then your entry door awning is right here, extend and retract. Passenger side awnings are your awning lights above. DS awnings are your driver's side ones. On the passenger seat and on the driver's seat is that little release. When you pull up on that release, it allows you to rotate the seat. Next to the passenger seat, we have switches. Try to rotate this so it stays orientated. The three black switches are shade switches. There are 5 shades in the front. Passenger side front shade, entry door shade, passenger window shade. Now when the ignition is on, you have to hold these shades, and they have limited down travel. The driver has 5 of these switches because the driver can control all 5. Your step slide, press it to extend it. Comes all the way out and then pops up, or press it to retract it, it pops down. Above the passenger seat, you have a generator start and stop. This works exactly the same as it does outside. Line guard antenna. When it is on, it is on antenna. When it's off, it's on cable, and that's for all televisions. It has a search button, and it has manual adjustments that allow you to change the tuning manually if you want. Slide out switches, all 4 slide outs are controlled here. or from the touchscreen panel, or from your phone if you get the app hooked up. These AC overrides, 1, 2, and 3. 1 is the front, 2 is the middle, 3 is the bedroom. They do not have thermostats. If you turn the air conditioners on, here they are on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week until you turn them off. In this coach with these air conditioners, you can get this coach down into the 40-degree range if you leave these on. They will run continuously. They do not care. So they're nice. Going down the road, the passenger can reach up and flip the air conditioners on. However, you're better off to use the thermostats and do it the old-fashioned way. Over here, this is a remote for your solar panels. Basically, it allows you to check your solar panel charge status from here rather than going outside. We'll go over the rest of the seat features and that when we do the driver's area. Okay, this switch has your entry shade up. Why? If you want to just go outside, you can hit that button and it puts the shades up that block your door. Daymaster and Nightmaster here, they're green. They're for the front of the coach. Front Master is for the front light, off and on. And again, it will save any dimmed positions. So if I had lights off and lights dimmed, I turn them off with the master, I hit it to come back on, they come back on exactly the way they were. Entry ceiling light, again dimmable. Porch light, on or off. Outlets above the couch, on each end. Bose speakers, overhead cabinets above the couch. The outlet on this end of the couch also has USB charge ports. They are charge only. Theater seating, each chair has a control and it has a USB charge port. You have a little storage pouch between these two. Cup holders. Pretty nice. Granite countertop or quartz countertops. Sink. Soap dispenser. Storage. More storage. More storage. There is your whole house water filter. Up here in the front, in a box that's sitting here, I'm going to put this with the other one, is the water filter that goes in line where that blue hose is in your wet bag. So I'll put this right here. Back there you can see where your microwave plugs in. Microwave is also a convection oven. It's a good sized oven. Comes with a steamer bowl, racks, and everything. Induction cooktop. Great setup. Has to have the correct pans. They have to be magnetic or it will not turn on and work. Also, it's a total of 10. So you have burner on 5, burner on 5, burner on 6, burner on 4, 7, 3, 8, 2. You get the idea. Alright? You can choose to heat by temperature or by heat. If you heat by temperature, you can set the temperature and it will hold the pan at that temperature. Same on both burners. Drawer here. Dishwasher. Alright, this dishwasher has not been prepped. Well, it's been prepped, but it has not been detailed. That's why there's still tape in it. When you open the door, press this button to set the mode. Okay? Press the start button and close the door to wash dishes. Now, one issue that we run into is the dishwasher will come open while we're traveling. To prevent that, we're going to hold the lock button continuously. 1 beep, 2 beeps, close the door, and it will lock. Like that. To unlock it, knock 3 times, and it opens. The one thing about it is, if you cycle the power, meaning the 110 power, it will unlock. What happens with some customers is, they lock the dishwasher, they head down the road, it gets hot, they start the generator up. As soon as they start the generator up, the dishwasher unlocks. This drawer has your wastebasket and your sink covers. The back section of this is under the sink and plumbing, so make sure you don't put anything real tall in there. It will hit your plumbing. This is a tilt out, has a little slide that drops into your wastebasket, and a little thing to hold sink sponges or cleaning stuff. This pull out comes out. It has full-length drawers, and it has a cutting board, and under there is your touch-up paint. All of your exterior colors and your paint are right there, along with all your paint codes. You have another set of drawers down here. The top drawer, silverware drawer, and it has 2 levels. And then more accessories from your dishwasher and some toilet chemical and some protectant for your leather fabrics. Simple. We're just going right down the passenger side. So here we have a pantry that has adjustable shelves. Here's your bedroom TV. The bedroom TV, if you reach down here in the corner and pull out, opens up. There's your safe. The keys for the safe are right there. I don't program or do anything with them, so I haven't even opened it. Up here are all your TV remotes, and this silver remote is your Sleep Number bed remote. You have a Blu-ray player in the bedroom. You have satellite wiring hookups right there. Drawers, light switches. Again, you got a light master, you got a front master, overall master, you got bedroom day master, bedroom night master, courtesy lights, bathrooms, bedroom vanity, bedroom accent, ceilings, all of that are all light controls. All the drawers. That is an IR pickup. The idea behind that is you can run the Blu-ray or your satellite or anything without having to have the cabinet open. It also will run off from your phone or off from the wall tablet. You have an emergency exit here to get out, push down, pull back, shove the window open, yank the screen out, and it is a long drop, so you gotta really want to go. In drawers, back here's a temperature sensor. This is the bedroom temperature sensor. This hole right here is for a little microphone for the alarm system. There's one next to the passenger seat. I'm going to walk up here and show you that. In the console, behind the passenger seat, under that outlet, is a little black hole. There is a glass breakage sensor in there. We have not had problems with the one in the passenger seat. We have had some issues with the one back here, and therefore, picture of it, you can see it's right in there. It has a volume adjustment. The problem back here has to do with the Bose audio system, and that is all this tile floor and all this hardwood. If you've noticed any of the new movies, they seem to whisper. They get really, really quiet. So you turn the volume up so you can hear what they're saying. And then the gunfight starts. Or a car crash, or who knows. But it's the new movies, it's always quiet. And then it's screaming loud. Well, that has a tendency to set the alarm system off. So what we tell people is to adjust that sensor if you have problems with it. Okay, down here, that vent, that is one of your heat outlets. There are more of them located in different areas in the coach. That is on your thermostat. That will be considered gas heat. It's actually your aqua hot. Your floor heat is a continuous loop of pipe underneath the tile that warms up the floor. Your rear bath You have huge medicine cabinet. One of my customers recently joked with me. He said, if anybody needs that much medicine, should they really drive a coach like this? Well, that's not my decision, but I almost have to agree that, but it is a nice cabinet space. You have outlet on both sides. The front outlet has USB charge ports as well. You have light switches and shade switches in here. Now here's some things you're going to notice. You'll notice there is down arrows for the bed shades, night and day, but no up. If you're in the bathroom, you can put the shades down in the bedroom, but you can't put the shades up in the bedroom. If you're in the bedroom, you can put the bathroom shades down, but you can't put them up. That is part of making sure that you're not in the bathroom and somebody opens the windows and puts the shades up for you. You have storage all the way across here. You have a nice big cat closet here. This closet has a motion detector light. And then you have additional carpets for the floors. It is cedar lined. That removable panels access to your water valves for your washer dryer. Very nicely lit, very nicely laid out. This door slides sideways and gives you access to your washer and to your dryer. I did not do laundry in it. I did, however, run a load of water and ran cycles to test them. Your toilet, push button, little flush, big flush, however you want to look at it, and the instructions are on the lid. As you can see, I put the shades down and up, but in the bathroom they only went down. You have a really, really nice shower. I wish I had this at my house. 2 different shower heads with the valving and the handle. The big handle turns on the water. The little handle adjusts the water temperature. You have a seat that folds up. Latching door. Very nice. Couple things about this pocket door here. A, it latches closed or latches open. B, if you have done any studies or any information on Integra, they advertise the quietest ride in the industry. One of the ways they do that is there's an air plunger at the bottom of that door. When you release the parking brakes to drive this coach, it airlocks that door, which means if the door is closed and someone's in it, they're locked in the bathroom until you set the parking brake. If someone wants to go back and use the bathroom, they can't close the door unless you release the parking brake. Or set the parking brake, I should say. Outlet with USB charge ports on each side of the bed, and then there's a little small storage down there, a little platform, your reading lights, and your other lights up there. I'm going to kind of lay down here a second, because up here is more switches. Can't really read them all, but you've got a light master, you got your locks for the entry door, rear day and rear night, courtesy lights, panel lights. Why panel lights? Some people don't want to lay here at night and look at blue lights above them, so you can turn the light panels off. And then you have your vanity, your accent, your overhead, and your ceiling lights all right there. This switch right here has 1 dot off and 2 dot. 1 dot is low fan, off is off, 2 dots is high fan. This door does not have an airlock. Latch is closed and latch is open. Under the bed, there is storage. I do tell everybody, take all these pillows, bedspreads, all of this fancy stuff, and save it for when you trade. But you have storage area there, and a small amount of storage there. And sadly, that subwoofer is on your front theater system. I do not understand why they put it under the bed. We've had a couple customers. I got one customer whose wife likes to sleep in on Sundays, and he likes to listen to NASCAR, and when he cranks it up, The subwoofer is thundering below the bed and they're not getting along. Not happy. Alright. Vacuum cleaner hookup. Temperature sensor. That is to monitor your floor temperature so you don't burn your feet. That temperature sensor is for zone 2. Down there we have a vacuum cleaner. If we kick this open, it's a dustpan. You sweep your dirt up to it, kick it open, goes right in. Above that is your LP detector. If you have any experience with these coaches, you'll understand this. It cannot tell what LP is. It only knows what a flammable vapor is. It can't tell the difference between cleaning solvent, hairspray, cooking spray, LP, butane, dog farts. Any flammable vapor can set it off. All there is to it. The most common issue with these is low battery voltage. Because it's hooked to your house batteries, if you are camping somewhere and the power comes out, when your batteries get low, the alarm will go off. When that happens, that alarm will be amber light. I don't care why the alarm is going off. If the alarm is going off, I want you to get yourself, your family, and everybody out of this coach. Okay? You don't have to shut the LP off. You don't have any LP. But get out of the coach, take a breath, relax, and then come back in and figure out what's wrong. Again, if that light is amber, odds are you have low batteries. If it is red, I can guarantee you that it smelled something flammable. Don't know what it is. Could be cleaning solvents, could be hairspray, could be any of a number of things, but it smells something flammable. Because all that sensor does is measures the hydrocarbon amount in an air sample. And when the hydrocarbon amount becomes a certain level, it becomes a flammable vapor and it sets the alarm off. No other choices. In your half bath, this is a push button toilet. You have 2 buttons on the side. The little button has water, the big button flushes. You have shades. There's your night shade. And back up. And your day shade. And back up. In this cabinet, we have a G6A control panel. Those little white buttons are push-in breakers. If they trip, the button will pop out and you can push it back in. On the side here is a numbered list of LEDs and a list of what those numbers pertain to. Different lights, all your stuff is right there. Here we have a much smaller medicine cabinet, sink, cabinets, drawers, simple. All right, coming up this way we have our cabinet, the glass doors, plain doors, and drawers. To the left of the refrigerator we have a little pull-out set up for brooms or whatever you want to put in there. A little mini broom closet. Ice and water in the door. There's a travel lock. If it's red, it's locked. If it's blue, it's unlocked. Again, we haven't finished prepping this, so there you go. Filter for the refrigerator is right there. Do not lose the little blue piece that's in there. You need to have that to replace the filter to winterize. If you don't have one and you take it to a dealership to get it replaced, they're going to charge you 20 bucks or so for that little blue piece of plastic. That's what we charge here. Your freezer, your dinette seats have drawers. Okay, so there's storage drawers under the dinette table. Emergency exit window here. Cabinets above. More 110 outlets. Behind the television there's another outlet with USB charge ports. Your fireplace, TV, Bose audio soundbar. Inside here are all your remotes for the TV, the Blu-ray, and the soundbar. remote for the matrix, and below that is a remote for the fireplace. Okay, there's your Windshield satellite antenna. Turn that on, you press and hold the power. It says power on, let go of it, and it automatically unfolds the antenna and begins searching for signal. Won't work inside the building, so I'm going to turn it back off. It says powering off in progress. I let go and let it finish. You have another wall plate in here that has satellite hookups for in motion and fold down. You are using the fold down both in the rear and the front, and there's an HDMI port. That HDMI is direct to the main TV. If you hook your satellite receiver up to the input B on the back of this matrix, you can send that satellite receiver to all 4 televisions or any one. This DVD player can be sent to any television. Okay? The dash radio can be sent to any television. You have a system Wi-Fi, and right there is your SSID and your password for this coach. You are going to log into that router, and then from the router, and we'll go into this into another video, but I will go over that in the next video, because I'll have more time because I'm running about out of time on this one. So we're going to move back up in here. Again, in the driver's area, we have a battery boost switch. If you hold that button down, it connects all the batteries together. We have a switch with a sliding cover that is a battery disconnect, same as the main power one on the other side. The sliding cover means that you cannot accidentally or have your cat step on it and turn your batteries off. Tag dump. You have auto, off, and hold. In auto, it will dump every time you put it in reverse. In off, it won't dump at all. In hold, it will dump while you're holding it. The 2 red switches are your engine brakes. The top one on this video is your on-off. The bottom one is your high, medium, and low settings. Those are your 4 shade switches, or 5 shade switches for the front. So you got tow window, driver's window, passenger window, door, and passenger side window. I'm not going to have time enough to get into this section just now, so we're going to skip around. Here's your mirror controller. The switch chooses the mirrors, and then you have up, down, right, and left. Your jack panel. The jacks are already set. Okay? Well, when you turn the power on, if all 4 lights are on like they are right now, it's because the jacks are down. You hit all retract, it brings all the jacks up. When there's nothing lit but the power, you can hit the auto level. Anytime the panel's on, you can adjust. Keep in mind it's a hydraulic system, so front down puts the front jack down, which raises the coach. Front up raises the jack, which lowers the coach. This panel controls jacks, not coach. So if we put the jacks down, we're raising the coach up. If we put the jacks up, we're lowering the coach. Very simple, but it takes a little bit to get used to. Anytime the panel is turned on, you can make adjustments. Oops. Okay, don't set that there. It honks the horn. Alright, headlight switch. 1 click is marker lights, 2nd click is headlights. Fog lights. Accent lights. The accent lights are the lights that ring around your headlight and the Integra badge signs. Docking lights. There are 2 docking lights on each side and 2 docking lights in the rear. Okay? That switch turns them all on at once. Map lights. These are your map lights. There's 1 on each side. Each one has an on-off switch. And it has a on, off, or auto switch here. In on, it turns them on. In off, they're off. In auto, they come on and off when you open the entry door, like your dome lights in your car. I only got a few minutes left. This is your dimmer for your headlights and turn signals. This is your 4-way flashers. You pull that out, and it's 4-way flash. Here on your steering wheel, this is your headlight flash. This blinks your headlights. I tell everybody that means please. Please pull over. Please let me pass you. Cruise control, on and off, set, resume, cancel. When you are parked and running the engine, turn the cruise on, hit the resume. It will bring your RPMs up to about 1,000 RPMs. We do not want to idle for more than 5 minutes if we can avoid it. You want to let it idle to cool down when you come in off the road, but once it cools down, you want to shut it off. If you're going to idle for more than 5-10 minutes, put it on high idle. It's better for the engine. On this side, we have wipers, high and low. Hit it once, it's low. Hit it again, it's high. Hit it again, it's low. Windshield wash, press the button. It sprays the windshield and winds the wipers. Off is off. This is delay. Press it once, it wipes one time, and it waits for you to press it again. The next time you press it, the time between button presses is your wiper delay. This is marker light flash. This is thank you. Oops, hit the horn again. This blinks your marker lights. On the old trucks, they called it ICC flash. Either way, it blinks the marker lights, lets people say, no, you say thank you. You have switches here. One switch is for your tilt. Your tilt is over here. In or out. I don't have the ignition on. With the ignition on, pull back on it to tilt down, push forward on that switch to tilt up. This switch is telescope. Pull up to bring the wheel closer, push down to make it further away. And this switch is for your pedals. Up brings the pedals closer, down puts them further away. Alright. You can see your dash, all your gauges. We're going to come back to this. Shifter, again we'll come back to that later because I'm running out of time on the video. Backup monitor. Tap the screen. Down at the bottom you have a bunch of different screen choices. So you can look at the rear, different angles of the rear, right side, left side, both sides and